Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Wendell Carter.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. Maybe it's his effort, or who knows, but that's something that needs to change.
A look at Orlando's opening lineup. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Harris and Wagner out on the wings. And it's Suggs in at the 1. And for San Francisco, George out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Jose Alvarado, and it's Chamberlain in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Approaching the midway point of the season now, Grant. How much do players want to be named an all-star?
You know, B.A., I'd say for the young guys and for guys in their twilight years, too, it means a lot. But for the guys that have done it a few times before, you know, sometimes that weekend off is a nice reset button.
Now here's Alvarado. Pass to Ellis. Launches it. It's rebounded by Banchero. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Magic. Here's Wagner. Deflected. To the paint. Here's Barnes. Alvarado outside. Barnes with it. Pass to Chamberlain. 5 to shoot. Alvarado outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
Here's Orlando. About a minute played here so far in the first. Wagner for 3. Another miss by Wagner. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach for San Francisco. He said watching tape in preparation for this game, Wendell Carter just kept showing up. Whether it was on the boards, being in the right position defensively, or even stretching the floor at the offensive end. Carter makes a lot of plays that help his team. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Ellis. After the basket by Orlando. Here's Chamberlain. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Now here's Suggs. Alvarado defending. Suggs no good.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
To the inside. Here's Chamberlain. And that one's long. The Magic have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Here's Ellis. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. George against Wagner from close range. It's rebounded by Wagner. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Wagner with a steal. Harris down low. He's averaging about 6 points per game. And he drops
Orlando Magic coming in hot.
You can see the feel Franz Wagner has for the game. Just great vision right there.
Pass to Ellis. Here's the pick. Inside. Stolen by Carter. Barnes against Harris. And they double up Harris. Banchero outside. From downtown. Drains the triple. Banchero's got 5 points. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Orlando.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Here's Barnes. Clock at 6. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
And Caro outside. The 3 from Suggs. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Barnes. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
This guy not an easy guy to rattle. Barnes finishing through contact for the +1.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Harrison Barnes, shooting 1.
Orlando leading by 3. Suggs outside. There's the triple. Rebound San Francisco. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
For 3, George. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
They can't leave any room for Paul George outside. He will deliver from deep.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And now let's take a look at the small forwards with the highest shooting percentages for the season. The 4th spot held by Paul George.
And what an efficient group of scorers. That's the best way I can put it. I mean, they play patient basketball, and the shot selection is excellent.
You know, in addition to that patience and efficiency, they're each extremely talented natural scorers. They've got the kind of precise form all young players would do well to replicate.
And Orlando has possession. San Francisco making their last shot. Suggs surveys the D. Shot clock at 6. The steal. In transition. Ellis passes to Barnes. Kicks it to George. Here's Chamberlain. He's checked by Carter. And he throws it down with one hand.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Wagner. San Francisco making their last shot. And Caro outside. Pass to Suggs. Wagner on the wing. George defending. Just 4 to shoot. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And here's San Francisco. A nice run going, 12 in a row. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
But think about this, BA. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Now here's Alvarado. No points so far. From 12 feet. George, no good.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Yes, it's good.
Boy, Franz Wagner, such a tremendous passer.
Now Alvarado. Pass to Ellis. Here's Chamberlain. He's checked by Carter. Now here's Alvarado. The 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Magic trail by 5. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And Caro, no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Ellis. Pounded by Harris. He takes it in. Ellis, good.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Pass to Suggs. Now Banchero. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Banchero's got 9 points. San Francisco leading by 5. Alvarado outside. Here's George. Over Wagner. Offensive board.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Warriors.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
So San Francisco going with almost an entirely new group here. LaRavia's checked in for Barnes. Klay Thompson comes in for George. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Ellis. And it's Ball in for Alvarado. So Orlando going with an almost entire new group here. Batase's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Banchero. Joseph is checked in for Harris. And Black subbed in for Suggs. Here's Black. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Ball outside. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Thompson outside. Buries it from 3. And the Warriors lead by 10.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Oh, boy, the reach, the length, the hops, the athleticism, Jonathan Isaac. Nicely done.
Now here's Ball. Thompson outside. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Batase.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Wagner plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Wagner's got 5.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Lets it go from 14. It's stolen by Isaac. Wagner against Thompson. Pass to Black. Down low. Isaac, the pass to Batadze. And there's the rejection. Here we go. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Wilt Chamberlain taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw no good. And the Magic making a change here. Anthony's checked in. He hits the 2nd from the line. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Magic. 7-point differential. This their first look at this year's San Francisco squad.
And they dominated this team last season. Big difference in talent level.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time. And it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Thompson. Ball taking his time here. Here's LaRavia. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ball. Can't get it to drop. Oh, great D that time from Isaac. Magic trail by 4. Anthony right side. Tipped. And so it looks like
Oh my God, what a recovery by Chamberlain. And I gotta show that again. Man, he went out and played the three-point shooter was wide open, so I had to go out there. He covered all that distance, man. Watch, just watch Chamberlain. I had to go out there, 35 at the top of the key. I had to cover him. I saw it the last second. Then I saw him driving in. I had to come back down and still play that. That is insane. That is insane, man. That is some distance. And still got back to block the shot. Let me see if I can get a little higher to show how high up he got the shot block on that one. Oops. My fault, y'all. He still got that. All right, back to
Carroll comes in for Wagner. And Howard has subbed in for Anthony.
Check.
1:19 left in the opening quarter. Howard, the pass to Batadze. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Back to ball. Wide open. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. And the Warriors lead by 4. Isaac outside. Right wing. Banchero in the post. Working on Thompson. Banchero no good. San Francisco has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Pass to ball. Here's Thompson. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. And it's a 6-point San Francisco lead.
At his absolute best, Klay Thompson rise and fire on the catch. Good night defense.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got 11 points.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Chamberlain. Oh! And he jams it home with authority.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And so it's San Francisco with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on San Francisco so far?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Klay Thompson. Then it's Steven Adams. And it's LaRavia in at power forward.
Well, I like seeing Jonathan Isaac work in the mid-range. This guy is demonstrating the touch to score from there.
And for Orlando, Jonathan Isaac is out there with Banchero. Then it's Goga Batadze, and it's Houston in at the 2-guard spot. Pass to Batadze. The 3 from Banchero. And it's LaRavia with a rebound. San Francisco leading by 4. Caldwell-Pope for 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Kept alive. Here's Houston. Knocks down the triple.
Now you see the decision-making of Paolo Banchero is so impressive. Comes into the league with that skill and really elevating it.
Ball outside. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Here's the floater. It's rebounded by Batadze. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. George, he's checked in for San Francisco.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to LaRavia. George left side. 6 on the shot clock. It's good. George has gotten his second bucket on the night.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
And here's Banchero. Isaac with a screen on George. Banchero against George. Shot left block. No good off the glass. The Warriors have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
Magic ball.
And here's a look at what's coming up for San Francisco. On Thursday, they'll go up against Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
They're looking at a lot of road contests in the next stretch, but this squad has been very good away from home, and I think that continues.
Heald's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Joseph is checked in for Orlando. Black passes to Batadze, and he goes in for the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Ball. Pass to George. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. Doris, we've heard Paul George get a lot of praise from the next generation of NBA talent.
We sure have, and it's easy to see why, Brian. This guy is fundamentally sound. He does a little bit of everything, can shoot with range, can get off the bounce. His game is so polished and smooth, worthy of emulation.
George hits them both. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, B.A., officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So for the Magic, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Isaac, and Suggs is subbed in for Joseph. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Suggs. Now Banchero. And he's going for the lob!
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Here's Kolek. Here's George. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. George has got 9 points.
Boy, a little bit of separation inside and taking advantage is Paul George.
Magic trail by 3. Here's Black. Still no points. Pass to Carter. Rebound San Francisco. Chamberlain's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's George. Driving inside. 3 on 3. Here's Carter. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Carter's got his first bucket in this one.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's Kolek. Pass to Chamberlain. Fades and shoots. It's hauled in by Black. For Orlando, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. The fadeaway. Rebound San Francisco. Chamberlain's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Healed from outside. The offensive rebound. Here's Kolek. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Franz Wagner checked in for Orlando. Harris comes in for Black.
Franz Wagner. Gary Harris.
From the inbound. Chamberlain, no good. And Harris has got the ball here for the Magic. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game, and that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. And they're on the run. For 3, George nails it from beyond the arc. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, Paul George is a big-time scorer, and it matters not where he is, but you give him a corner 3, he'll take it.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Suggs outside. Banchero outside. Orlando again missing.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Chamberlain gets the bucket.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
Magic trail by 6. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Barnes, he's checked in for San Francisco. Ellis comes in for Hield. And the Eastern Conference has been great to watch so far. Here's how things are shaken up midway through the season. You look at the Magic, right now 6th in the conference. They want to keep improving.
Yeah, right now for the Magic, you have to acknowledge that they've really hung tough this season, avoiding a lot of the bumps in the road that other contenders have gone through.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Barnes against Banchero. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Barnes, no good. Magic trail by 8. Wagner finds Carter. Carter, oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Wendell Carter Jr., an outstanding offensive rebounder. You have got to go find him and put a body on him.
Here's Kolek. He's covered by Suggs. Kolek's shot is off. The Magic have gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. George against Wagner. Suggs outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. San Francisco leading by 6. Stolen by Carter. Harris against George. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Well, a careless foul. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
A full load to handle anywhere on the floor. Banchero makes sure he gets his.
I told you guys, Banchero at power forward is going to cause problems because he gets in and out of his changes so easily. He can really put pressure on Chamberlain. He's causing all kind of problems.
The free throw drops for Banchero.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Bataze's checked in for Carter. That one misses.
Banchero, one of those big men that does a little bit of everything, and the scary thing is he's got tremendous upside.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. And he nails the third.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Here's Kolek. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Kicks it out to Barnes. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Looking at the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been outstanding at creating offense through their defense. The Warriors, number 1.
It's one thing to cause turnovers, but the key is turning those takeaways into points. And this team is the best in the league at doing that.
The Magic making a switch here. Bataze's checked in. Here's Suggs. Lays it up and banks it in.
Displaying some solid body strength and balance. Jalen Suggs to the cup.
Here's Kolek. Pass to Ellis. Goes up on the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Ellis has got 6.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Suggs outside. Back to Wagner. Bataze, the pass to Carter. 5 on the clock.
Jim Fulano, how you doing, man?
Chamberlain pulls it in. San Francisco leading by 4. Here's Kolek. No made baskets yet. He drops it from range.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
There's a screen. Carter from outside. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got rebound number 17. If
they're trying to see what the sim. I can't see what you're full. If you want an explanation from what's going on, there's one of my playlist that explains everything that's going on my channel.
Here's Kolek. He's covered by Suggs.
Other than that, man, enjoy the game.
Here's Kolek. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Got caught in a broken play.
Magic trail by 7.
Jim Fulano, thanks, man. No problem.
Suggs outside. Carter, the pass to Suggs. To the middle. Here's Wagner. Misses the layup.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here's George. 3D that time from Suggs.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Pass to Carter. Lets the 3 fly, and the 3-pointer goes. Carter's got 7 points.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Here's Kolek. He's scoreless. Here's George. A minute 29 left in the first half. 6 to shoot. Here's Chamberlain. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Harris with it. Here's Wagner. He can't hit that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Pass to George. Here's Kolek. Back to George. From deep. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Suggs, right side.
Aaron Ramirez at the game, guys.
George against Wagner. Back to
Enjoy,
Suggs.
Aaron.
From deep 3-point land. Chamberlain pulls it in.
Get some nachos for me.
All night. tonight. Like, this guy's been forcing shots, rushing
Don't forget
shots.
the Mountain Dew, brother.
Really struggling on the offensive end.
George outside.
Uh-oh. Oh, good defense by Orlando.
Coming off a win against
They
the
recovered
Hornets.
off of that.
And the score might not reflect how well they played that night and how calm they were down the stretch.
You know, so crucial when you have someone on the ropes. Keep them there. Stay in complete command. Avoid those crucial mistakes. That is well done.
Oh, man.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Sanford.
All right, folks. It's now that we're at halftime. We can take the time to explain what's going on here for anybody that might be watching that's new. What I'm doing here is I do simulations with classic players, and I build teams around them in the modern era with expansion draft players. What I do is at the beginning of the season, I hold an expansion draft, and I build a team around whether it be Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, or even Wilt Chamberlain. But the rules are the second best player on the team can only be at 85 overall, because you want to make this legit. We don't want any super teams here, because if you put like a 90 with these guys, they'll never lose a game. They'll never lose a game. We want to make the games be alive. So what we do is have an 85 overall player as the second best player. And after that, every player after that can only be at 80 or lower. But in doing so, you see, what happens is I pick the players based on the skill sets of the player that I'm building around. So for Wilt, you would want, for me, in my opinion, if you want to take a team through the modern era and build around Wilt Chamberlain, you would use 3-and-D players, guys who can defend and shoot the three-point shot, because you're not going to need really a creator, because Wilt's going to be in the paint so much, he's going to clog the lane up. So your driving lanes aren't even going to be there offensively. So what you want are guys that can work off the ball, working outside, going inside out off of screens, as well as being able to defend and then shuffle guys to Wilt in the basket to block shots and so forth. The same thing with Michael. I did Michael Jordan's teams his way, and you can go check that out on my channel. But I don't want to waste. I just want to go ahead and give that little explanation for how what's going on, because I had somebody in the comments ask. But hopefully that clears it up, man. And on every one of my playlists, I have a explanation for how everything's breaking down. So if you like what you're seeing, man, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I will see you around when you comment, man. I appreciate you showing up. Yeah, by the way, another thing too, I take the best versions of each player. These are not like Hall of Fame versions. Like, I take the years. So this right here is Wilt Chamberlain 1962. Jordan, I have 91, and I have a 92 Jordan series. Bird and Magic are 80. I have 86 Bird and 87 Magic in the same season playing together. See, all these seasons, with the exception of Magic and Larry are in the same season with their teams. Everybody else is singular. And I also have 2006 Kobe Bryant doing that one. I'm thinking about doing a John Stockton series. I'm trying to figure out how I want to set that one up. I want to do a 1992 John Stockton series. Because in my opinion, Stockton at his best, 92, 93, 94 is his best years, in my opinion. So I want to do a John Stockton series for the modern era, but just to showcase how pick and roll would be different for him in today's game. But without any further ado, back to the action, guys. Thanks for showing up. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and make sure you comment, man. I acknowledge everybody.
Cisco, he made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drumline. They're thinking about the shot.
Oh, he almost made it.
Give it up for the participants.
Hey, he needed that money. Like that was probably need some rent money. Oh, what am I gonna do?
Thank you for
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a point of emphasis for them coming into this game.
New topic. Fellas, we've got a number of strong contenders for this year's three-point contest.
Some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick. Shaq?
Shaq Shadama says you've picked the wrong guy, Kenny.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Paul George has been sensational.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm.
And for anybody that just to go ahead and just showcase the roster, this is Wilt's. If you guys haven't seen it already, this is Wilt's roster. Now, understand that players do get better during the season, but these players were drafted as 80 under all, to the exception of Paul George. Paul George is riding a hot streak right now, so that's why he's an 87 right now. But as you can see, Alvarado, 3-and-D. Ellis, 3-and-D. Paul George, 3-and-D. Harrison Barnes is more of a stretch forward at this point in his career. Kolick is more of a 3-and-D. Thompson has perennially been a 3-and-D player. Caldwell Pope, 3-and-D. Lonzo Ball, 3-and-D. Healed shooter, let's be honest, he ain't got no defense. But I brought him in there just to be that extra shooter that you might need. Mogbo, hustle guy, and then we got Adams as the backup guy. Now keep in mind, Wilt Chamberlain got injured earlier in the season, so we're no longer holding him to the standard of playing every minute of every game. So that's no longer in play anymore.
I'm looking comfortable and confident.
But back to the action, guys. Sit back and enjoy. Got a good one here.
And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They trail by 9. They've got Jose Alvarado. Barnes is out there with Paul George. And it's Ellis in at the shooting guard position. And for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Suggs runs point with Harris next to him. And it's Carter in at the 5.
Well, this is a team that depends on Paul George to fill it up. Such a skilled, versatile scorer.
Suggs outside. To the paint. Here's Banchero. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far.
Oh, my God. Wilt Chamberlain all over the place.
Just a superb read on defense.
Oh, man.
Yeah, just some terrific
that was
effort
sick.
There. And you know the whole team
back-to-back blocks like that.
A block like that one.
That was sick, yo. I hope y'all, man. I gotta get that on. I got to get that on the highlight reel on my channel. I just gotta put that on the highlight reel.
Wagner, the pass to Banchero. 5 to shoot. Pass to Carter. From the arc.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Man.
All right, let's get a report.
Tabletop Hops, how you doing, bro? You see those blocks, man? Rod, insane.
He said, quote, they'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused.
Nice screen right there, too. Good screen by Chamberlain.
Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit
good screen by Chamberlain and set up that open 3.
Looking to end this cold spell.
Chamberlain shut it down in the middle. Hard to get anything inside for him right now. The defense is tough.
Carter. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Jose Alvarado.
With all these 3-and-D players, you see what I'm talking about, though. With all these defensive players, and you put them around Wilt, even if you beat the guy off the dribble, you still got to deal with Chamberlain at the basket. That's why it's important to play against Chamberlain with stretch 5s to get him out of the lane. Some teams have been able to do it. Other teams haven't been able. It's really interesting. But this is what he would face if he was playing today.
That's good from Suggs.
It's the good and the bad, you know, pluses and minuses.
A little bit of everything, understanding what's expected and how he can carve out time in the rotation.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. San Francisco leading by 13. Tipped. Alvarado, the pass to George. Outside Barnes. Back to George. Ooh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Pass to Suggs. Here's Carter. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries.
Overplayed on that one. Got beat in the back door. Rightfully so.
Outside Barnes. Fires the 3. It's good.
We're going to keep wearing that play out.
Beautifully by George.
We're going to keep wearing that play out. They can't defend it
here tonight. Magic trail by 16.
They can't fight over that screen.
And here's Suggs. Giving
By
them
Chamberlain.
some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. And Carroll misses in close.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Wagner on the wing, launches a 3, sends it home from 3-point land.
That's what you have to do against
Wagner's
Chamberlain.
got 8.
Get those bigs outside.
Wagner is this guy attempts a fair amount of threes for a reason. He's pretty effective, guys.
Outside Barnes.
Ain't there this time.
Back to Alvarado. Shot is up. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Oh, man.
Now
Gonna be
here's
tough here.
Suggs. He's
Got a
closely
two-way
guarded.
go.
The 3
Pick
from
your poison.
Carroll. Rebound
They
San
missed it.
Francisco. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Alvarado. Outside Barnes. Here's Chamberlain, pounded by Harris. Here's Ellis, fires from deep. And he rebounds again.
Rebound
Man.
after rebound after rebound.
He is crashing with energy.
17 and 23 for Chamberlain tonight.
Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Also, too, on my channel, I also try to run plays that complement the skill sets of the players I'm using. I'm not just running random plays. Like in my Michael Jordan series, I run the triangle offense, as I do with Kobe as well.
Checking out the leaderboard, here are the most prolific small forwards over the last 10 games. Franz Wagner, number 1. The 4th spot held by Paul George.
And some of the best scorers in the league play the 3 spot. You just marvel at the talent level of this group.
Boy, that's putting it mildly. The offensive firepower they're packing is superb. And their talent runs the gamut. They can hurt you inside, long range, anywhere in between. They're all just too tough to stop.
Ball right side. Rebounded by Suggs. Suggs has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Harris. Now Banchero. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. They get the rebound. Goes back up. Chamberlain gets the bucket. Chamberlain's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Harris outside. From outside the arc. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Caldwell Pope. Ball outside. Thompson outside. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Thompson's got 8 points.
Well, nice play by Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters in the catch-and-shoot game.
Pass to Suggs. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And checking out some numbers for him.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. Orlando making a switch here. Bataze's checked in. Suggs hits them both. And Ball will bring it up here for San Francisco. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Pass to Chamberlain. It's rebounded by Bataze. Bataze's got 5 rebounds tonight. Thompson with a steal. Here's the break. Here's Mobo. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, Klay Thompson is as effective on the defensive end as he is on the offensive end. Really good reach there to knock that thing away.
Magic trail by 17. Suggs, the pass to Carter. Wagner with it. Suggs outside. No good with the triple. For San Francisco, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second half. Here's Chamberlain. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 4 assists in the game.
Amongst the best decision makers in the league, Lonzo with the right decision there.
Back to Suggs. Takes the 3. Nails it from 3. Suggs has got 6 in the quarter.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Thompson. Here's Chamberlain. It's rebounded by Bataze. Magic trail by 16. Suggs, the pass to Carter. Here's Bataze. Inside. Here's Banchero. And that one's good. Banchero's got 20 points.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Thompson outside. Pass to Chamberlain. The 11-footer. And he nails the jumper. 23 points in the game.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Suggs, the pass to Bataze. Chamberlain pulls it in. San Francisco leading by 16. Now Ball. Thompson outside. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. Up top Ball. Unloads. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Ball's got 6 points.
Nice quick trigger from Ball right there. Good at sizing up the defense and knowing when to shoot off the pass.
Wagner, the pass to Bataze. Back to Suggs. He blocks it again. Oh, you can't throw the weak sauce around him.
No, you can't, B.A. I mean, he's sending everything back.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Thompson. Here's Chamberlain, guarded by Banchero. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Woo! Oh, my goodness. Man amongst boys.
Oh, my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And Carroll against Thompson.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
Thompson against Van Carroll. Shoots over Thompson. Van Carroll no good. And here's San Francisco. They're on a 17-7 run. Ball against Suggs. Ball right side. Thompson outside. To the inside. Here's Chamberlain. Orlando with the rebound. Batadze's got his 7th rebound here tonight. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Caldwell Pope against Wagner. Here's Carter. Again with the block. And that's 9 blocks.
Okay, I gotta showcase how high Chamberlain really got up on this block. Man, this was crazy. Hold on, man. He got up there, man. Come on, man. That is sick. Dude, just Wendell Carter looked like he didn't even exist. Like when you zoom in, like it's hard to tell how much bigger he is than these players. Because you gotta understand, it's the small ball era. Like Wilt is just huge. When you zoom in, it really just jumps out at you how much bigger he is than everybody else. It's crazy.
And you know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th one, too.
Second chance effort. Count it. Good. Wagner's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Listen, this guy might be young, but Franz Wagner has already proven to be a sweet shooting big man.
Here's Chamberlain. He's got 25. Orlando with the rebound. Batadze's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Wagner inside. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. Wagner with it. He's got 10. There's the 3. He got a piece of it. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Jonathan Isaac, Corey Joseph, Anthony Black.
"19 seconds left in the third. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Ball. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He's gone 3 of 4 from the line.
Warriors, Wilt Chamberlain, 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw is good. 9 seconds left in the third quarter. Wagner outside, shoots over Thompson. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. San Francisco out in front, just dominating this one. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a...
All right, we're going to put Chamberlain on the bench right now. Give him a breather because he's been working his butt off. And we're going to let Paul George rest because he's in-season fatigue matters. So you want to make sure you give guys a breather when you can. In my Jordan series, we went through a lot of injuries because we were basically playing like an 8-man roster. And there we had a lot of injuries during that season run. I learned my lesson then. I'm going to come back on my life. I like Kolek. I really like his game on here. And Kolek in at the point guard position. We'll bring in Buddy Hield and Laveria. I'm going to go to a 5-wide set. Sounds like football, doesn't it? 5. That's why I call it. It reminds me of 5 wide in football. You know, shotgun formation. Doesn't it, though?
Position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Buddy Hield. Klay Thompson is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Kolek in at the point. The open shot by Thompson. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Isaac. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And this is an area that Jonathan Isaac continues to work on. Key is being aggressive and finish.
Here's Kolek. And there's the screen. Thompson outside. And a miss there on the triple. Magic trail by 21. Joseph passes to Isaac. That shot, no good. Nice D from Thompson. And the Warriors shooting 55% for the game so far. Here's Kolek. Pass to Hield. Here's Kolek. The 3 from Thompson. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Black, no good. San Francisco leading by 21. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Adams. Shots blocked.
Good defense by Orlando.
And Carroll with it.
Again, they
score.
score.
By Adams. Here's Black.
Mismatch.
Here's Banchero. Drills the baseline jumper. Banchero's got 22 points.
I went to a zone, but it's not working.
Banchero in the offensive arsenal. This guy is just
best way to kill a zone is to force a man-to-man matchup, which they just did.
Here's Kolek.
We're just a zone useless.
Pass to Thompson. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Black.
He is
go back to man-to-man.
Shooter guys to be left.
Oh, they're getting out and running.
The defense just dodged a bullet there.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out
go pick and roll offense.
He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Driving to the basket.
Not there. Good defense by Orlando, man.
Hield on the wing.
He's stepping up.
Pocket 6.
Buddy Hield.
Hield on the wing to stop the drought.
Can't do it.
Orlando with a rebound. Pass to Joseph.
Oh, good cutback.
Here's Black. Oh, it's stolen.
Good defense.
And they're running. And here's Thompson for 3. And once again,
oh, man.
By San Francisco. Magic trail by 17.
The problem is, how do you score against this defense?
Here's Black, defended by Thompson.
Everybody out here can hold their own one-on-one.
3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes.
Team Chamberlain is really more of a defensive team, to be honest.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Suggs is checked in for Joseph. San Francisco leading by 17. Here's Kolek. Pass to Hield. Thompson outside. Laravia passes to Adams. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. His first shot attempt. Tries again. Orlando with the rebound.
Wow.
Batadze's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's
Banchero.
Bumped and finishes. Great stuff from Banchero.
And let's get a timeout here. Getting away from us. Getting away from us.
Warriors call timeout.
Yeah, it's stop this run because Orlando's coming on strong right now.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Get Paul George back in there. Wilt's still tired. I'm going to let Wilt rest. Get my defensive players back in there.
So San Francisco going with almost an
They're all good defensively, but these are the best we have to offer.
Catch up with Ali from the sideline.
I had a chance to find out what the Warriors coach was going over with his guys. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Ali. Magic on D. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. George. And it's blocked by Isaac.
Isaac using every bit of that 6'10 frame to send it back.
Black passes to Banchero. Shot clock at 6. The Magic need to put one up here.
Oh,
and
my
Isaac
God.
with the basket on the assist from Banchero. Banchero's got 3
That was
assists
good
now
defense
in
by
this one.
George, but they pulled it out.
Ball outside. It's George on the wing. Knocks it down
All George.
from distance. George has got 22.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3
Off
in
the
the first
penetration of Lonzo Ball.
Suggs outside. To the left side wing. Black. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Back to ball. Left side Barnes. George outside.
ISO.
Shot from 12. Buries the
All
jump
George.
shot. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
That's why we drafted him. To be that one-on-one player that you need when things get stopped up. Just in case.
Here's Black. To the inside. Suggs, no good.
ISO.
George scanning the floor. Pass to
Creation.
Three-pointer. And he stays with it.
Good hustle by Ellis.
Back to George.
Offensive rebound with a small guard.
Just 5 on the clock.
Come on.
The 3 is up. He buries it from
All
3.
George.
He's got 27.
Taking
He's
this
in
game
his
over.
bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Here's Suggs. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
All right,
He's
Chamberlain's
forcing
on.
the action now. Finally getting to the charity
Get Wilt
stripe
back in there.
after no freebies in the first half.
Get Wilt back in there. Hold it down.
First free throw is good. Well, Doris, there's no doubt who the face of the NBA has been for a while now.
The defense
Who
just
might
went
that
up
be in 10 years,
by
though?
100%.
This is such an intriguing question.
With the
to
Great
me,
Wall of
Ryan,
China just came in. They ain't
some
Wilt
of the
Chamberlain.
guys that come immediately to mind. Luka, he's been a presence on that first-team All-NBA almost since the onset of his career. Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren are now 7-footers who are multidimensional. One guy that I don't think is talked about enough is Anthony Edwards. Highly skilled, highly charismatic.
To the middle. Stolen by
Dang.
Carter. And the
Should've
Magic
lobbed it
push
over the head.
now. Here's Banchero. Second shot opportunity. Offensive rebound. Wagner outside. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Harris has got 4 assists now tonight. It's George on the wing. Ball passes to Ellis. Back to Ball. And here's George. Pass to Chamberlain. Inside, it's tipped, and the ball goes out.
Almost had Harrison Barnes.
By Wagner.
I was doing a three-way cut, trying to catch him.
Yeah, the anticipation was
Chamberlain
there. The hustle
basically just setting
was
one
there,
big
very
massive screen to
close
get two guys
picking
open.
that one.
And that's how you defend. He
you gotta
wasn't
read it,
showing any mercy with that swat.
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
You can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded
That was a quick
so fast
inbound.
to the shooter, and it
Wasn't ready for that.
Harris outside. To the paint. Here's Carter, and it's
and one
by Carter.
Let's remember, Wendell Carter Jr. goes about 6'10", 270. Good luck trying to stop him without fouling.
Shooting for the Magic, Wendell Carter at the line for one.
And that one falls for Carter.
They've definitely made free throws look easy here in the second half.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. And Ball throws it down.
A phenomenal athlete. Ball's teammates love when he knifes inside and finishes with power.
And here's Suggs. Chamberlain pulls it in. San Francisco leading by 16. Now here's George over Wagner. George's shot is off. Beyond the arc. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Banchero.
This is their plan in the second half, to try to use the three-point shot to shrink this deficit.
Here's Ellis, pounded by Harris. Ball right side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Chamberlain, and he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Chamberlain's got 28.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Carter can't get it to go.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Barnes passes to Ellis. And stolen by Suggs. Pass to Carter. Suggs against George. Now here's Banchero. Chamberlain pulls it in. San Francisco leading by 15. Ball outside. George outside. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
The ball goes to Orlando.
Magic trail by 15. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Banchero brushes off the contact and sinks the shot.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Ball outside. Stolen by Carter. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's Wagner. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
That's about trusting your instincts, knowing when the shot he wants to take is there and taking it in the catch and shoot, Mr. Wagner.
Here's Chamberlain. He's checked by Carter. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. Now the Magic with it. They're on a 14-4 run. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Over Barnes. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. San Francisco shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Warriors.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so they'll chalk up another win and put themselves at 31 wins on the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
Jalen Suggs. Assisted by
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now George. Ball outside. Pass to Chamberlain. Grabs the rebound again.
Collecting yet another board.
He has been everywhere. Just an animal. And so San Francisco takes the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
There you have it, guys. There's the finish. Offense really never got it going tonight for Team Chamberlain. They only scored 100 points. Didn't really shoot that well as a team, 48%. But the defense, that's what did it. Held the Magic to 40% shooting for the game. 9 for 31 from downtown. Man, fast break points, 24-23. Both teams got out and ran tonight. Plenty of turnovers to go around. That's why. Look at all those turnovers on both sides. Shoot, I think we had, what, 15 to 11 turnovers? So it was all over the place tonight in terms of ball control. It was a good defensive game. Chamberlain with 28 points. George, 27. Those are like Shaq and Kobe numbers from back in the day. Remember Shaq and Kobe back in the day? Man, so 35 rebounds, but look, that 10 blocks. My goodness. 10 blocks. That's why I was saying the defense tonight really. George, Barnes had 2 steals. Thompson had a steal. Ellis had 2 steals. Ball had a steal. A lot of guys getting out and running tonight. Banchero and Wagner did the thing. They did their thing tonight. They both almost, 26 points for Banchero, 17 points for Wagner, both with 5 and 5 and 5. But 4 turnovers from your big man. Not good. So let's go ahead and take a look at Wilt Chamberlain's highlights. And Paul, let's do Paul George first. Because Paul played great tonight, too. Oh, man. Double pump, fade away from the post. Rebound. Double clutch layup in the lane off the dribble. Wide open 3 off of a double team, most likely. Another wide open 3. Rebound. Pull up 3. Another pull up 3. Off the dribble layup, finger roll. Paul George. The aging Paul George, by the way. He ain't young. Remember, this is Paul. He's 34 years old right here in the modern NBA. 15 years pro. So let's take a look at Wilt. Fade away. All these monster rebounds. Power layup. Rebound, 3 guys. Another boom. Boom. Man, they're the blocks that he had in this game. So that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Let's see who's up next. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Interesting. So this is going to be, look at this schedule. Okay, this is what's up. We got 2 nights off, and then you got Wemby. And then after that, you got Karl Anthony Towns. Then you got Wemby again, and then you got Cleveland and their big line with Mobley and Allen. So it's going to be Wilt about to be tested. These are some of the best big man lineups that the NBA has to offer in today's game. So you got Wemby, Anthony Towns, Wemby again, and then Mobley and Allen defensively is going to be huge. So these next 4 games for Team Chamberlain is going to be very, very difficult. And after that, you got Gobert coming in. After that, you get a break. Then you got Gobert, and then you got Chet Holmgren right here. Woo! Oh, and then you got Golden State. Oh, they're going to destroy Golden State. Golden State have no big men. Golden State has no big men. I think currently they're playing Draymond Green at center. And you can go back and watch the game. We played, if you want to go back into the playlist, we played Golden State there, and Chamberlain just absolutely destroyed them. Let me see. 56 points and 50 rebounds in that game against Golden State earlier. That's in the playlist, guys, if you want to go back and check that out. 16 offensive rebounds he had in one game because Draymond Green was playing center. Absolutely destroyed him. You guys want? He had 9 blocks too, and he had 11 assists. He almost had a quadruple double in that game. But without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring this stream to an end and go ahead and get the next game set up. Yep. That's the next matchup coming up. It's going to be Wemby and Wilt coming at you live here on Rexington Strong Style Sports. Hit that notification bell. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a moment of the action. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for coming.